Cabinet of Ministers has granted approval to adhere to the legal obligation of the national obligations related to the Kigali Amendment of the Montreal Alliance to phase down hydrofluorocarbon, which is a type of greenhouse gas. Accordingly, measures will be taken to limit the import and consumption of pure hydrofluorocarbon and products containing hydrofluorocarbon to Sri Lanka on a phase-by-phase basis. An annual import quota will be also implemented to prevent any adverse effect on hydrofluorocarbon consuming sectors such as agriculture, fishing, health, tourism, transport, industry, housing and construction. Cabinet has approved the proposal to advise the legal draftsman to draft the necessary laws to revise the current electoral system in order to meet the objectives of the Election Expense Regulation Act No. 3 of 2023 in order to ensure a fully democratic election. Prior to the decision, a cabinet subcommittee was appointed to query the views of all party leaders and other relevant parties represented in the parliament. In the committee, agreement of the majority has been received for suggestions to elect 160 members of parliament directly from the voters of their respective constituencies and the remaining 65 members to be elected at the national or provincial level according to a proportional voting system. The legal draftsman will be advised to take the recommendations by the committee when preparing the laws. Approval of the Cabinet of Ministers was granted at the meetings held in October of 2021 and July of 2023 for amendments to the Code of Civil Procedure by including the necessary provisions to improve the procedure for the issuance and service of summons related to civil proceedings. This is to take place by including the methods of delivery of summons through a courier service and email as normal services, as well as some other amendments to suit the current needs. As such, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the publishing of the bill in the Government Gazette and for it to be submitted to the Parliament for approval. In another decision, the Cabinet of Ministers gave the green light to establish an Interministerial Tourism Committee chaired by the Secretary to the President with representatives from relevant governing agencies. The new committee is expected to maintain efficient coordination and cooperation among the relevant agencies to achieve the desired targets of the industry. Cabinet also gave approval to award the relevant procurement per the recommendation of the Standing Procurement Committee to an eligible Indian establishment to import approximately 42 million eggs targeting the incoming festive season's requirements. Cabinet earlier approved the import of eggs to maintain market prices in December of last year, and so far around 18 million eggs have been imported to date.